President Trump limits immigrants entering the United States. Picture the wind changing direction. Suddenly, the leaves of travel and migration plans that were drifting toward the United States are being pushed back. I'm Joshua from the Travel Tree News, and today I bring you breaking news: the U.S. The president has announced a major policy shift to sharply limit immigrants entering the United States. Hello fellow wanderers, hopeful migrants and global dreamers, this is the Travel Tree News speaking to you from every branch stretching across continents. Whether you're planning to study, work, reunite with family, or seek refuge in the U.S., you'll want to lean in and listen. The newest announcement by the U.S. administration means the ground beneath our migration dreams is moving. With roots in Africa, Asia, the Middle East or anywhere in the world, your plans must now digest a new reality: fewer openings, tougher pathways, and fresh enforcement. In this video, we'll unpack what was announced today by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security and other agencies, what this means under U.S. immigration law, and how you as a global applicant should rethink your journey. What exactly was announced? Although the headline screams, "Limit immigrants," the details matter. The announcement centers around significantly reducing the number of immigrants, including refugees, asylum seekers, and legal entrants, allowed into the U.S. The policy comes under the authority of the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA, which gives the U.S. President and DHS the power to suspend or restrict entry of foreign nationals when deemed detrimental to the interests of the United States. For example, previous policy actions used Section 212(f) of the INA to restrict classes of aliens. Today's announcement has three major components. 1. A reduction in refugee admissions to a very low annual cap. 2. New constraints on asylum eligibility at the southern border and elsewhere, and 3. Stricter vetting and quotas for other immigration pathways. For example, one recent cap proposed for refugees was just $7,500 for the next fiscal year, a drastic drop from prior years. Why is the U.S. government doing this? According to the announcement, the stated reasons are national interest, public safety, reducing burden on public services, and ensuring immigration is well-managed and legal. The policy frames the reduction as a way to prioritize certain classes of entrants, those deemed beneficial or low risk. While immigration has long played a vital role in U.S. society, the administration argues that the volume, origin, and process must now align with its strategic goals. Reports also highlight a desire to favor fast vetting, reduce backlogs, and improve border control. What are the legal and operational implications? From a legal standpoint, the president can, by proclamation, suspend the entry of any class of aliens if he determines their entry would be detrimental to the interests of the United States. INA Section 212(f). DHS and the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, will likely issue new rules modifying asylum procedures, refugee sealings and visa adjudications. For example, previous rulemakings already set caps on asylum eligibility when crossings exceeded certain thresholds. Operationally, refugee resettlement agencies must prepare for a much smaller admission ceiling. Asylum seekers may find fewer pathways available and increased screening or return to country of origin. Legal immigrants from certain countries or categories may face additional vetting, slower processing or outright suspension of certain types of entry. Applicants outside the U.S. need to be aware, even if they qualify eligibility criteria, the quota or cap may fill quickly or the pathway may be paused. Who will be most affected? Global applicants from Africa, Asia, the Middle East, Latin America, and beyond stand to feel the impact. Even those with solid eligibility may face fewer openings. For refugees around the world fleeing persecution, the dramatically lower cap is especially significant. Legal immigrants with employer sponsorship, family reunification or humanitarian cases must watch for new constraints. If you are waiting to enter the U.S., your file could be delayed, suspended or even denied under the new regime. What should you, the traveler applicant, do now? Check eligibility right now, don't assume that past standards apply. Visit official U.S. government websites such as USCIS and DHS for current rules. Submit complete and timely applications. When quotas drop, missing documents or delays can mean being locked out of a tightening window. Consider alternate pathways. If your point of entry to the U.S. is blocked, evaluate options in other countries or regions. Monitor changes closely. Immigration law is shifting rapidly. What applied yesterday may change tomorrow. Avoid cross-border irregular entries. The new policy emphasizes lawful routes. Entrants via unauthorized crossings may be excluded from remnant quotas. Work with a qualified immigration advisor or attorney. For complex cases, asylum, refugee, special programs, professional guidance is more vital than ever. As the Travel Tree News watches migratory winds across continents, I must say, today's announcement marks a turning point. If you dreamed of the United States, studying, working, reuniting with loved ones or seeking safety, you are now navigating a steeper branch. The U.S. government's decision to limit immigrants isn't just a policy tweak, it's a recalibration of who enters the country, how many, and under what terms. For applicants from Africa, Asia, the Middle East or anywhere else, the message is clear: your eligibility alone may not suffice, timing, completeness and pathway adjustments matter more than ever. But hope does not wilt, it adapts. Stay alert, stay prepared, and keep your travel tree roots strong. Your journey may need a new direction, but your destination remains possible. Please subscribe for support. Thanks.